face it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
Jackson on to give to Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Complete to Jonnu Smith.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 27, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Number 21, Mark Ingram.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it's going to be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? They're trying for Humphries, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot when you have all those people bearing down on you. Probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball, give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get set.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
For the field goal, a 63-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He sets to fire deep. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Thomas. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Thomas. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
But
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Jackson. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out. Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum. See what they have up their sleeve. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch. Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Pass incomplete. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw, Tannehill got a man and he hits him in stride. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Ravens they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 83 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards. You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Derrick Henry. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st down, Tennessee.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown.
To Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Titans 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made by...
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Up 2nd and 2 at the 35.
He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Tannehill. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Baltimore, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.